following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Jim in Palm Harbor. Hey, what's going on, brother?
Hey, how you guys doing today?
Doing great, man. How you been?
Oh, great. I really appreciate you and Tommy. You do a great job, great work, and I really appreciate it. I watch you every day.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here, man. Let's go to Sylvia in Tampa. Hey, Sylvia, how you doing?
Hey, Tom. Good morning. Thank you so much for taking my call. I want to tell you thank you so much for the advice you gave me on dust yesterday. I exited when you told me, and I made a healthy profit for a very short period. So thank you.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great week, folks. Don't make assumptions. Learn to ask questions. Find the courage. It's always better to ask questions than to make an assumption. Have the courage to ask questions until you're as clear as you can be. Once you hear the answer to a question, you won't have to make the assumption because you'll know the truth. So they tell you the truth, right? Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 31, NASDAQ up 39, S&P's up 9.5, gold contract down $7.30, trading at $12.15 an ounce. Silver down 15 cents, $15.30 an ounce. Both gold and silver, folks, they're going after their swing lows from Friday. Swing lows from Friday did have some volume on them. We have a contraction of volume. Bottom line, doesn't look like they want to hit it out here today, but I expect we're going to see that get tested once again. Copper's down 3.5 pennies, trading at $2.72 a pound. We have light sweet crude up 48 cents, $68.94 a barrel. Notes and bonds. 10-year note up 4 ticks, 119.23. 30-year bond up 8 ticks, 143.07. Now, both notes and bonds had rejected lower price last Thursday. Friday had followed through to the top side. Today, you get some follow-through, you need a lot more volume. That being said, bottom line is that it came back to the strength. They both came back to the strength from May 29th. Rejected it. Now, bottom line, we need some strength. King dollar up 239 ticks, trading 95.200. King dollar has been trying to get up and over this 95 area for 6 weeks right now. Bottom line, you're over it. Anemic volume. We'll see whether it holds coming into the close. Each and every time that we get up to this 95 area, it seems to come out of nowhere. You get big sellers that come into the dollar index. They jam it lower. Euro. The euro is trading at 115.55 to 1 U.S. dollar. The yen is out here at 111.39 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We are right at the highs, folks. The high that was generated prior to this was on the 25th of July. Inside the SPY, that was 284.37. We're over that right now. We're 284.53. Anemic volume, but bottom line, you're over it. We're going into 78 million, which, by the way, was anemic volume at that point. We'll see how this shakes out coming into the close. The number, again, the last 2 digits is 37, 284.37. You close underneath that, that's going to be another failure. On price and volume. NDX 100. We take a look at the NDX 100. NDX 100 out here. You went topside on Thursday. Thursday, you had the juice behind the move. We did 47 million shares. Now, we're going into the high. The high of the NDX 100, the 3 Qs, is 182.93. Right now, we're at 181.18. The small caps. We take a look at the IWM. Small caps out here. Get a sideways move, not much action out here. You're coming into a downdraft with 28 million. Well, the downdraft had 28 million shares. You're coming into that with 11.8. Bottom line, you're going to need a lot more juice in order to get the higher price. Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow Industrials. What you have with the Dow? The Dow is going after the highs that were generated out here on the 25th of July. That's 25,587. Right now we're at the 487s, or $100 off of that level. Now, if 25,462 would be the number that, actually, there's a few of these numbers in there. We'll see how this shakes out. If the Dow basically comes down only about 20 points, that's also going to get you a failure of most of the trading from last week. Some of the high volume equities out here, and this will be a low volume market today, Mondays, Fridays in the summer, you're going to be expecting that. You have Intel Corporation down 15 cents. You have Walt Disney up $1.76. Dow DuPont is up $1.11. You have Caterpillar up $1.16. Boeing is off $2.46. You have Goldman Sachs up $1.68. If we go over to Berkshire Hathaway had its big meeting. That is trading up $6. That being said, bottom line is that you swing high up here is up there at 213. And let me just pull this back a bit. Yeah, it doesn't mean it can't go for it, but it doesn't seem to have much juice coming into this. We went down on 100 million. Let's see, it's only the beginning of the week, so we'll see how that shakes out. JP Morgan, we go take a look at JP Morgan. Jamie Dimon is out here thinking that 5% is a number that the 10-year can get to. He didn't say how long that was, but bottom line is that that's pretty intense, folks, because right now, your 10-year, last week, we hit 3% once again on the 10-year note. Right now, we're 2.936. For the last 3 months, your low out here had been 2.781, your high 3.11. JP Morgan in itself, that's testing out the highs that were generated out here in March, and it doesn't look to me like it's going to be basically do too much. We made that high with, let me put this on a daily, so since we're only on Monday here. Okay, so that high was generated out here with, here, look at this, 17 million shares, and you get 7 million coming into 17 million. So that's going to need a lot more action. The TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, that right now is up 20 cents. What you have here, this is in the higher range again. You know, it's going to need more juice, but the bottom line is that each and every time these notes, bonds, debt in general, each and every time you think that it's going to basically take off, bottom line, it backs down, and backs down pretty quick from that $3 area. Oil, we take a look at the oil market. Oil market out here right now, you have crude oil trading up 0.5%, 37 cents. This baby here just doesn't have the juice. It already gave it up on price out here. If we take a look at this, what you're looking at, oil's at $68.80. That baby got up to a high of $69.92. This is basically building cars to get down into that 66 to 65 area. 877-927-6648. We have the Dow up 33. NASDAQ is up 39. S&Ps are up 9.5. Stay right there, folks. I'm Mr. Steve Rhodes coming up next. Growling and Prowling with you. Hi, folks. Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 28. We get the Nasdaq up 40. S&Ps are up 9.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, as we do each and every Monday at 20 past the first hour. Don't forget, folks, Steve has a great show every trading day right here, 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. Now, all the programming at TFNN, get it right on your cell phone. Just go to YouTube, folks, put TFNN Corp in the search bar, hit subscribe. Be right on your cell phone on a continual basis. Our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, he is going to be doing a sweet workshop for everyone out here. This workshop is tomorrow night, folks. And bottom line is that, guess what? You're out there, no credit card, no nothing. Come on over to our website using Mastering Probability black box signals to grow your wealth. As you come over there, always will look mail, submit it. You're going to be in a great workshop tomorrow night. Steve Rhodes, what's going on?
Preparation time. Preparation time. 24 hours to go.
Totally. So tell us about it.
Yeah, so as you said, the title's Using Mastering Probabilities Black Box Signals to Grow Your Wealth. And what I did was, and as you said, the sign-up couldn't be any easier. We've never had anything like this where you just simply come on over, you put in your first name or last name,
yes,
and your email, and you're there. And so, a question I would pose to you, to listeners out there, as I take a look at this, to tell you all about it, would be just asking the question, what do you consider to be your most important assets? And some people would say money. And I get that. That makes a lot of sense. Other people might say, well, it's knowledge. So knowledge is the most important for some out there. Others could say, you know what, it's really all about relationships. If you got relationships, everything else just simply falls into play. And then there's others that will say, hey, look, you've got to have your health. You've got to have your mind, body, spirit health. If you've got your health, you've got everything that you want. I would argue that it's time.
Yeah, big time.
would argue, right?
It's the one thing you can't get back, man.
Exactly. Each day, if we just classify a 24-hour time period, each day, each of us around the globe have the exact same amount of time. We don't all have the exact health. We don't all have the exact money. We don't all have the exact relationships. But we are all equal with regard to our time. And the quality of our life is dependent upon how we invest our time. And you and I, it's hard to believe how time actually flies here.
Oh, my God.
It was back in 2011 when we watched a movie that's called In Time.
Right.
Now, folks, if you haven't, and really, Tom was the one who turned me on to this because, he really is the biggest proponent of understanding how valuable time is. He just said, hey, look, you can't get it back. You can get back money, you get back relationships, you get back your health. You just cannot get back time. Now, this movie here, folks, was about a genetically engineered society where they lived until they were 25. And then each person had like a clock on their arm, and there were ways for them to go out and be able to accumulate more time. But the key is that time became the universal currency. So tomorrow I'm asking everybody that's out there just to take a few moments of their time, for listeners, subscribers, anyone, it doesn't matter who you are, to just give me some time so that I can show them how they can get their money to work harder for them than they work for it. And I'm going to introduce them to my Bob system. Bob stands for bullish or bearish. And it's what I call it my black box system. Folks, what I've done is I've taken the exact same tools that I use to call the market from 1 to 2. When somebody calls in and asks about an instrument, it's the exact same system that I use to be able to garner that #1 market timer by Timer Digest for the S&P 500. And what's great is that I know that there's a group of folks out there that listen to us because they want to understand where the market goes to. They have, you've created this environment, Tom, of trust, of confidence. You've created an environment where each of us out here are able to, that host a show, are able to just simply give the listener our own opinion based on whatever tools it is that we use to call the market. So that is a beautiful thing. And what I did in taking the same tools that I used in order to garner that ranking was I went ahead and made sure that I could make it easy for those subscribers of mine that weren't didn't have the technical knowledge. They just simply wanted to have the confidence to be able to understand, hey, look, is this instrument, and for their time frame, is it bullish? Is it bearish?
Yes, right.
Tell me what it is. No, people would call in. They want to know. They want to add to their position. Everybody's a little bit different with regard to their time, where they're at with regard to their investments, right?
Yeah.
And so I just simply wanted to make it just simple, as simple as I possibly could, to give people reliability, confidence in being able to have an outlook. And everybody has a different time frame that they're looking at. Bob provides us not just with regard to, hey, what's the current outlook for the market on a daily or weekly basis. It also, what it does is it can tell us exact support or resistance. So in other words, it provides subscribers each day with where support is. So on something that's bullish, you want to be able to buy support. So they have their exact buy levels. And it's not just for, this here happens to show some individual equities, a couple of ETFs, and it works for sell side as well, because it would show the resistance area. So something's trading up in resistance, and you want to be able to take a short position, and it shows up as being bearish by the bullish or bearish system out there. It shows you where to go ahead and take that spot. And also, I utilize my customized bottoming and topping signal system out there. So we've included that. It's called the Rhodes Momentum Indicator. So Bob can be used to manage an overall portfolio. This is an example that folks have with regard to an overall portfolio, which would be, a makeup of U.S. equities, foreign equities, fixed income, real estate, commodities, master limited partnerships. This is what you would see in a wealth management firm, JP Morgan, whomever, where you've got certain percentages in each of these categories. And so this will help you to, and many people are managing their 401k accounts out there. They're just periodically looking at it. This allows you to take a real action with regard to signals and be able to reallocate your money. So I want to be able to show folks exactly how to use this system. Intraday traders that are out there, look, the subscribers get intraday signals for the metals market, for oil and gas, for fixed income, for commodities, for the equity futures out there. When I say intraday, I'm talking about 1 hour time frames, 2 hours, 5 hour time frames out there. So this is something that is for everybody. And Bob, my bullish or bearish system, provides a market outlook. It is you can use it as a stock picking system. It answers the question immediately whether the instrument is bullish or bearish, and very specific buy and sell points out there. So again, it's tomorrow. And the cool thing is, Tom, as most of you know out there, he's created this great system where once you've signed up for something, even if you can't attend live, it's going to be archived on your members page, so you can get to it this coming weekend. even if you can't get to it tomorrow. But you want to go ahead and sign up for it now. If you get 10 live, that's great, because then there's a question and answer period where I'll field everybody's questions out there. And again, the sign up couldn't be any simpler. So, thanks for giving us that opportunity. Thanks for giving me that opportunity to be able to share with listeners out there and subscribers how to get their money to work harder for them than they actually do for it.
And folks, the way you come into it, just go to TFNN.com. You're going to see Steve right in the top of the carousel. Live webinar with our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, August 7th, free sign up. You're going to hit that. First name, last name, email. You are off to the races, folks. It's a beautiful thing. Steve Rhodes, you have a great one, safe one. Of course, that movie In Time is insane, isn't it?
It is. It's great.
Go watch the movie In Time, folks. You'll never think of time the same way again.
Exactly.
And get to that webinar tomorrow. Thanks, man. Have a great one. Come right back, folks.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 33. You get the Nasdaq up 45. S&Ps are up 10.5. We get over and we take a look at a couple of the big dogs out here. We'll start with Amazon. Amazon's still hanging at these highs, folks, in a big way. You're up 22 bucks. Last high that was generated out here was 1880. You're at 1845. That closing high that day was 1817. The 1842. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So 1842.92 right now is the closing high. That's over that. It's 1846. Google. We will take a look at Google. Google also 1224. This baby came off its high when we did come out with numbers. We went from 1273 down to this 1224 area. It filled the gap, though. Bottom line is that that gap fill was 1181. We got down to, oh, we haven't done that yet. Interesting. No, 1206 the gap. We got there. Yeah, we get to 1204. We get to 1204 last Thursday. So a gap higher. The fill of the gap was 1206.49. We got down to 1204.79. So you did come into that gap. You had lighter volume. This little baby here also looks like it wants a higher price. In fact, let me put this on a weekly just to see. Well, no, it's not an ABC up. The longer it stays over 1186, though, the higher it has. The probability goes higher that we can get much higher price. Facebook, we go take a look at Facebook. Facebook absolutely got toasted when it came out with its numbers. This is up $7.41 today. We got some momentum behind this equity as you get a couple of news events out here. One of them that just sent the stock up an additional $3 since that event come out. So at what 12:20 out here today, Facebook shares rose on optimism that the company is forging deep relationships with banks to offer customer service products via its messenger chat application. Business that could boost engagement as growth slows on the main social network. I'd really have a, that sounds great. It'd blow my mind that the way that Facebook basically can't guard information or doesn't want to guard information, that you'd actually use Facebook to have a relationship with your banking clients. I can't picture it. I just can't picture it. Bottom line, though, we'll find out. We'll find out how that shakes out. What they're talking about is that they're looking for the messenger to link to basically, account balances, receipts, shipping updates, all these different deals inside the banking structure. That to me would be like not so much for Facebook, but for the banks, a disaster just waiting to happen. Intel, we go take a look at Intel out here. Intel came off its highs when it came out with its numbers. $49.29. This is still trading in a consolidation. The number to keep your eye on really closely on inside Intel is the 47.30. We got down to the 46.43 last week, and you have volume down there. Bottom line, you get into it volume. You're bouncing right now. You do have slightly lower volume on the bounce. And of course, Apple is our first $1 trillion market cap. Bottom line, you're up $1.15, $1.11 out here today. Right now, it hit on Friday. It made it 1 trillion market cap. So that is no doubt one monster number. If we actually go over here, let's just look at this. So inside Apple, yeah, look at that. So Berkshire is making its way up to the top of this poll here. So right now, Vanguard, which of course is a ETF group, BlackRock ETF group, those are the two largest owners. 7.26% Vanguard, BlackRock 6.63%. Berkshire, that's the next one. Berkshire Hathaway, 5.12%. They get 246 million shares outstanding. And if we bring this back into Apple, because the danger on Apple, folks, is still out there. What that danger is the February 9th high volume swing low. That thing's going to get tested, just a matter of when. That's $150. So that being said, let me look at this just closer in, because we did break a B point, did it with volume. It's an ABC up, so 160 is your A, so it's a 34.8 to B, which sets up $214, approximately $215. So when we get to 215, that's going to be the end of the ABC structure on the way up, and we'll see how that baby shakes out. Volume-wise out here today, as we kick into August, you get 380 million on the NYSE. That's anemic volume in a huge way. And the NASDAQ Composite, we have volume. NASDAQ Composite has 1.8 billion right now. That's saying that the Composite's going to do some real volume out here. That's also saying we're up 44 bucks. The high of the downdraft is 78.89, which is 30 bucks over this. It looks to me like the NASDAQ, the way this is pushing right now, will push into these highs once again, and we'll see what kind of juice we get. That's how that seems to be setting up. That's a lot of volume at this particular point, meaning with 25 minutes left inside your NASDAQ Composite. Some of the higher NDX 100 stocks, you got T-Mobile up 6.7%, Facebook's up 4%, you get Henry Schein up 3%, and you get Booking Holdings, that's Priceline, up 2%. That's the old Priceline, up 2.6%. If we go over to T-Mobile for a second, let's go see what's going on with T-Mobile. So T-Mobile's up $4. Let's see what they had to say. Bottom line is that there's just buyers out here. That's how T-Mobile is setting up. It's not. I can't find anything that's extraordinary. You have T-Mobile. We've been in this consolidation for a long period of time. This is saying T-Mobile can go after its highs, $68.87. You know, you are basically breaking, you know, this small downtrend. It's been in a consolidation actually since January of 2017. But the way this is set up right now, you can actually get some action going after its highs. Goldman Sachs, different ball game. We look at the banking sector. Goldman Sachs is down from a price point of 280 bucks. You're at 235. No volume on the move. We came down last week with volume. That looks like it's setting up a small ABC structure on the way down. The XAU, the HUI, still struggling in a big way. They both, the XAU and the HUI, what they're doing is this. They're testing out their December of 2016 strength. You know, bottom line is that the XAU, you're talking about $74.78. Right now, you're at $75.34. Gold Bugs Index, we take a look at the Gold Bugs Index. That right now is at 163. And we're talking there, you know, the swing low there is 160.25. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials right now are up 33. NASDAQ's up 44. S&Ps are up 10. Coming right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
My dad, may he rest in peace, always had great advice, such as, if you want more, you have to become more. It's been a guiding light that has driven me to always be the best that I can be. When it came to trading and investing, I wanted more, and so I developed a set of disciplined tools that led me to become the #1 market timer for the S&P 500, according to Timer Digest. Dad went on to say, if you want more, you have to give more, which is why I took those same disciplined tools and created a black box that could look at any instrument for any time frame and tell subscribers subscribers and I whether it was bullish, bearish, where support or resistance was, and whether an instrument was forming a top or a bottom. The scans from my black box are now a part of the Mastering Probability service, which allows me to give more to subscribers. This coming Tuesday, August 7th, from 5 to 6 p.m., I'm holding an open house at TFNN.com, and I'd like to invite you to see the power of my black box. When it comes to trading and investing, I know I can help you become more too. Just go to the homepage of TFNN.com to sign up today.
The Path of Least Resistance, David White's daily market letter, gives you trade recommendations based on David's proprietary Power Law Vector indicator that put the odds of success overwhelmingly in your favor. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price for each stock and option trade. David combines his years of trading experience along with his background in technology and computing to offer his subscribers his take on the markets on a daily basis. Every trading day by 9:30, David publishes his morning issue of the Path of Least Resistance, along with updates sent out throughout the week whenever there is new actionable trading information. All new subscribers receive a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. To sign up for David White's daily trading newsletter right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 34. We get the NASDAQ up 10. NASDAQ up 44. S&P's up 10. Let's get over and take a look at a few of these car companies because these tariffs are going to start whacking these companies left and right. Two different ways. The material cost alone, that's where these things are already getting hit. We'll find out just how far this tariff war is going to go and just exactly how many more taxes people are going to be paying on cars. General Motors. General Motors has gone from $44 down to $37. That's in the last 6 weeks. And if we do take a look at this, anything under $36.88, now we're above that, would be real problematic because what you had with the General Motors had traded there from November of 2015 going all the way over to September of 2017, then broke out of that area. We take a look at Ford Motor. Ford Motor Company is definitely having problems here, $10.01. We take a look at Ford. This was a one-way route down with Ford. We went from $12.15 June 11th, and right now you're at $10. We bring this back, put this on a monthly basis, and that is going after its swing low from 2011. That's $8.72, and right now you're at $10.02. Some of the, this one's going to be a trip because let's see if I get this mattress. Oh, here it is. So you got this huge company in South Africa. The bottom line is that they happen to, it's Steinhoff International. Now, Steinhoff International, folks, okay, that's a South African company that is a monster, well, was a monster, #1, okay? Bottom line, they had accounting problems themselves. It got basically poured with gasoline on top of it because what ended up happening is they bought Mattress Firm in the U.S. Now, Mattress Firm was a public company. When they bought it, it was pretty amazing what they actually paid for it. But bottom line, they bought the company. What ended up happening after they bought the company, simultaneously, it's hard to tell how this whole thing shakes out. Bottom line, Mattress Firm also huge problems. They had problems with their leases. They had problems fraudulently. They had problems with their accounting, all of the above. Well, bottom line, this came across about 2 hours ago. Mattress Firm is considering a bankruptcy filing. And they're going to go bankrupt, folks, because what you have, when you dig into it, what they have a huge amount of leases that they had huge problems with, meaning they overpaid for the leases. You're talking about 3,000 locations. So we'll see where this does shake out. But pretty amazing that what's intriguing about that is this. When I saw this came down the pike, what I've seen over the course of years, folks, is this, is that when a parent company has bookkeeping problems, right, many of those companies, what they end up doing is this. They end up buying another company that also has bookkeeping problems, and I don't know whether they know they do or don't know they do. I suspect they don't know they do. But bottom line, that's how it seems to go. And you know what? More than anything, is probably they're running fast and loose. Let's go over and take a look at Vista Gold from one of our tigers. Vista, the low for the year is 56 cents. The high is 92. There's no doubt that, you know, if you own Vista, we happen to own it. Bottom line, this is an intriguing trading stock. And what I mean by that is this, is that when gold even can be down a lot, you know, this won't get hurt that much. What does happen is that once you get buyers in this equity, this thing can go topside very quickly. You get sellers in the equity, it can go downtown very quickly. What we have out here today is you have buyers in this equity. And I happen to basically suspect this is a couple of folks more than likely that we met at the last show. And what you have here is this, is that what you're going to see is that I put up the bulk trades, and what you're going to see on a continual basis, who's ever buying it has been coming in continually at 10,000 at a whack, bump, bump, bump. The cool thing about this is that, yeah, we're going to have another sign of strength. We'll see how this comes into the close, because what it seems that the market maker that's in this can kind of bring this down into the close. That being said, what does happen is this, is that when you get an expansion of price with volume, you're going to see how this thing can move, man. And listen, it's a two-way sword. There's no two ways about that. I like what this is doing today, because guess what? We still have a situation that the gold contract itself cannot basically catch a bid. Now, this is an exploration stock, folks. That it's sitting on cash. The bottom line, it doesn't take any cash in, hasn't taken any cash in. They got a large mine in Australia, and it's a monster. Bottom line, we'll find out when, in fact, the licensing and everything is out. I suspect it's still a couple years away. And yes, they're amazing on their expenses. They only have 12 employees. They don't spend money. And they have a lot of cash. They have no debt, and I believe. Let me just look at this for a second. I can look at this. And they, for a gold company, what's very unique about this is that for a gold company, they do not dilute their shareholders. If you can see, there's only 99 million shares outstanding. That's been there for a long period of time. And I remember the first guy, one of the first shows I actually met, his name was Jock. He was the CEO. He passed away, unfortunately. Then Mike Richards, who had been the CEO before that, he took over. Mike is still the chairman. No, he's not. One second, hold on. Let's see, president, CEO. No, Mike's still the chairman. Let me go back to, I think he is. 1 second. Management. Pull that way. No, Mike Richards' office. I don't have a chairman here. Well, anyway, it went from Mike Richards to Fred Ernest. And you've heard, depending on how long you've been listening, you've heard all of them. So, yeah, it's caught a bid. The real question is going to be, does it get any follow-through? Right now, the way this is trading is that, yeah, we can get this up to, you're at 59 cents. You know, you can get this up to 72. The cool thing, when you do look at this, bottom line is that you have a high volume swing at $2, and you got a monster up there a lot further. Bottom line, though, what you're going to need there, what we need with all these gold equities, is that we need the gold contract to reject lower price once again. You need the dollar index to reject higher price. You know, the dollar, what has happened is this: the dollar index has rejected higher price much, you know, and the bottom line is it hasn't done anything to the gold market, you know, in the last 6 weeks, because we're at the exact same place. So we bring this back, we're at 95,200. We're at 95,220 on June 21st. So You're up here today with 14,000 contracts. 14,000, guess what, is not a lot. The real question is going to be, where's the close? You do have a shooting star up at the high. Shooting stars love to get tested. That's 95,440. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. We have the Dow Industrials trading up 36, NASDAQ up 46, S&P's up to 10. Come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 26, NASDAQ up 44, S&P is up 9.5. And if we take a look at, what do you see this, folks? This is pretty, you know, when we talk about currencies against the U.S. dollar. So you have the dollar index. The dollar index has to do with our largest trading partners. That being said, the dollar going against some other currencies that are having problems in a huge way has been about as dramatic as you can get. One of them being Turkey. If you take a look at Turkey, we can go back 6 months, and it was 3.7 lira dollars to 1 U.S. dollar. It's 5.3 right now. You talk about losing value. Now, if you don't leave the country, you're okay. Bottom line, oh, well, you're okay as long as you don't buy anything that's imported. You take a look at the aspect of just going back to losing wealth in the matter of 8 years. It's incredible. It goes like this. It goes from 1.3 lira to 1 U.S. dollar to 5.3. If you can just imagine that. That is about as wild as you can get. And of course, you know, that's the lira in Turkey. You get the real in Argentina. Let me see what the real's doing right now in Argentina. Peso in Argentina, PE. So we take a look at the peso. The peso right now is 27 pesos to 1 US dollar. And 3 months ago, that was 20. You know, not even close to the lira, but bottom line, that's a big number also. If we pull this back 3 years, ooh, that's scary. If we pull it back 3 years, it really is scary. 3 years, 3 years ago, it was 9 pesos to 1 US dollar. Now it's 27. You know, so you get a lot of that type of action going around, bottom line, across the world, which is problematic for those countries in a huge way. Stay right there, folks. Get some numbers coming out after the close. We have the Dow Industrials trading up 33. NASDAQ is up 45. S&Ps are up 10. NASDAQ has the juice behind this move, folks. There's some real heavy volume coming in the NASDAQ. We're already at $2 billion. So the NASDAQ will probably throw $2.3 billion into this market today. Coming right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated folic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Oh, look who we have. It's a beautiful day. Get our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay. And
it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But yeah. Holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great week, folks. Pretty amazing. August 6th. Man, time just flies. Love is kind and just. When you're in love, a smile is always on your face. You feel good about yourself, and because you're happy, you are kind. Love is also just. When you make a mistake, you'll pay only once for that mistake. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 39, NASDAQ up 47, S&P's up 10. If we go take a look at the volume out here, what you're going to see inside the NYSE, folks, you had 674 million, which isn't bad, because the bottom line is that they put 300 million in at the close right now. If we go take a look at the Dow, what you're going to see, the Dow Industrials, we have the all-time high, 25,800. Is that going to be right? 1 second. Oh, let me just make sure I get this. I think it's January. No, 26,616. So your all-time high is January, the week of January 26th. We do have a swing point from 3 weeks ago at 25,587, which is 85 points above where we are. We got another swing point up there at 800. Bottom line, I suspect, number one, it looks like the 87 can be tested, meaning 25,587. We go into the NASDAQ composite. Now, different animal here on the composite. Composite out here today did 2.2 billion shares. We are right next to the high. So the composite wants to test this baby. The high in the composite was generated out here on the 25th of July, 79.33. Right now, you're at 78.59. The composite did come in with 2.2 billion, which is not bad. Now, your downdraft, which was definitely larger. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. On the 27th, we came down with 2.1. So the bottom line is that this thing wants to go for the highs. That 79.33. That being said, NDX 100, which bottom line right up at highs also. This volume is dying on the vine in a big way. What we had done last Thursday, we did get strength. You went topside with 47 million. You're still going into 59, but bottom line, not bad. We contracted on Friday to 28 million. We contracted today to 23 million. So what I expect we're going to see out here is that, number one, yes, we're going to test it, but I expect that's all you're going to see out of this is a test. And this is going to be deviant. And the reason I'm saying that is that if we take a look at this, and I'll pull this back a little. We'll just put this on like a year chart. Actually, I'll put it on a 2-year weekly. And what you're going to see is that this, and this is a classic, how the NASDAQ in general, whoops, wrong one. Take that. There we go. The NASDAQ in general, there she is. If we take this, what you're going to see is that when we basically broke, whoops, when we broke downtown on February 9th, that broke the uptrend that started going all the way back July of 2017 at 138 bucks. We broke it with conviction. We jump above it. We get back below it again. Now we're coming up to it again. Now, this number would have to hit the 185 number to actually get into that trend again, which is going to be pretty intense. So what that is that when you're breaking a huge trend line, it broke down in February, wide price spread, accelerated volume. Rejected the low. Goes topside. As it goes topside, going into the top of that the trend line, gave it up, came back down, jumped over it for 2 days, came back down again. It's coming back up to that level. That level is going to be a big number to keep your eye on. We take a look at the IWM, the small caps out here. Actually, let's go to the Russell 2000. We'll actually pull up the actual indice. We take a look at the Russell 2000. The high out here in the Russell generated out here 1708. We're at 1683 right now. You're slamming right into this downdraft from the beginning of last week. If we take a look at the IWM, you're going to see how this baby is set up. And we went up today with 15.9 million shares. You're coming into 28 million. So 168.72 is the number that you want to keep your eye on out here. Some of the higher volume equities in this lower volume S&P go like this. We had Advanced Micro up 94 cents. Facebook was up 7.91. Facebook came out, said they're talking with some banks about using their messenger service. I can't picture it, but bottom line, that was the statement out here. General Electric is down 4 cents, trading at $13.10. We had Apple up another $1. That's a $1 trillion company right now. That hit on Friday. You get Sirius Satellite, that's up 2 cents, trading $6.89. Microsoft was up 9 cents. You get Snap up 32. T-Mobile really got some good juice going. T-Mobile was up 4.75. This thing is an animal, like intraday. This just started out slow and just kept going higher and higher and higher. So let's see what they're having to say here. So I see. This is what's going on. It's okay. So T-Mobile, it looks like the Department of Justice may, bottom line, say they're going to be good to go. The Department of Justice has expressed the need for more competitors in the 5G market, boosting T-Mobile's chances of getting the okay from regulators to buy Sprint, according to Reuters. The combined carrier would have significant scale to compete effectively against Marvell as well as Verizon in the 5G market. So you did have that news come out intraday today. This is quite a run, though. T-Mobile opened at $61.59 and just went topside. So if we take a look at this, let's put this back a little. Oh yeah, man, this is going after its high. So T-Mobile high $69.88. Let's see what this does in revenue. So they do they're doing 10.7 a quarter. Let's say 43. Let me see Sprint. 10 million a quarter. We take a look at Sprint. Sprint's trading $6.18. That had a big, and they're doing 8 million a quarter. So it'd be 18 billion a quarter they'd be doing. And Sprint had the same get-go. So Sprint also went right along with T-Mobile. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We had the Dow finish up 39, Nasdaq up 47, S&P's up 10. Come right back. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over and take a look at Nova Resources for one of our targets here. So this company here is trading up in Vancouver, folks. The symbol is NVO. I have to put a CN after it for Vancouver. So they acquire, explore, develop natural resource properties. The company has an option to acquire an interest in an exploration company situated in south central British Columbia. So we know we get an exploration company, you have no revenue. What you also have here, and as we'll dig into this a little, but do you see how this says the company presently has an option to acquire an interest in an exploration company? It's bad enough when they're just exploration companies, okay? Well, when I say bad enough, the bottom line is that an exploration company, they're going to put a lot of money in to find the gold. That's the first deal. The second deal, which this has, is an option in order to acquire it. So, number one, you want to make sure that they have some money. So, we take a look at this technically. First off, what we have is this. Okay, so and this is in Canadian dollars. In Canadian dollars, this was trading last year at 78 cents, makes a run up to $8.83, and then comes back to earth at $2.45. Okay, so now let's see what we got going here. So the question, ownership-wise, okay, so Kirkland Lake Gold owns 18.8% of it, and Kirkland is a good operator. You get Sprout owning 10% of it. They bought an additional 1.7 million shares about a month ago. Now, when you look at a Sprout, that is not an individual that is buying it. That's what you want to understand. He runs a gold fund. So bottom line is, as more people buy into that fund, bottom line, that's what they have to buy. You have Newmont Canada that is in on this too. Bottom line, that's pretty intense, especially if Newmont Canada didn't own it prior to Nova Resources coming into it. So what I mean by that is this. What happens in the gold market is this. You have these monster companies that have huge amounts of land. They'll get a junior in order to basically explore the land, spend the money, see if there's any ore that can actually be taken out of the ground. The problem most times, folks, is not finding the gold, silver, copper, platinum, palladium, whatever you're looking for. That's not the deal. The deal is releasing the ore from the rock, that you get enough ore, meaning the actual metal, out of the rock so that you can make the investment worthwhile. The amazing thing about this business in general is that they work on very small spreads. So if there's a mistake, meaning that I've seen deals come down the pike that they're going to build huge mines, they're going to spend 30, 40, 50 million and only expect a return of 5, 7, 8% on that. And what they normally hope for is that they hope that once they get back down there, that would be in the prospectus that you'd be getting. That's how and banks will lend on that. That's the bottom line. They will lend on it. Then what they're hoping happens is that as you get down into the ore, they get other veins that are coming out. Bottom line, if you get down into the ore and you don't get the mineral to come out of the rock, you get a huge problem. So in this case here, I go back to Newmont again for a second. It's possible that Newmont had this piece of land, and that's how they ended up with this 5.9 million. I'm not sure. Richmond Capital. Richmond is also, they're in the financing of the gold business pretty big. They just, well, they sold 200,000. That's a long time ago. They own 7%. Kirkland's a player. You know, it was interesting. Let me pull up Kirkland for a second. Now, this is a company, we were right beside them a few times. Okay. Kirkland at the gold shows. Yeah, look at this thing now. It's $23 stock. So they operate a gold mining exploration company and Canada as well as Australia. And bottom line, look at this, man. They came online. 2015, they were doing 258 million. This year, they're going to do 852 million. And they're profitable. next quarter they expect to be profitable and do 24 cents. They are getting that from, okay, they get half of it from Fosterville, which would be Australia. They get the other half from Canada. And if we go take a look at this equity, look at this. Yep. These people got rewarded, man. Pretty amazing. So for gold companies, this was a situation. Look at this. We bring this back. 2015. 2015 is $1.62. Bottom line, you're at $23.42. As to if we go back to Nova Resources again, I'd be careful of Nova Resources. That's the bottom line. You're at 428. So to just go back to that question, you get a high volume low out here at 374. Yeah, 374 is going to get tested again. We tested 377 last week. This is going to take quite a bit to get through there. 877-927-6648. We get over and take a look at it. If you want to see, you know, every once in a while we get a question about Coeur d'Alene. Coeur d'Alene, folks, CDE, you never want to touch this stock in your life. Ever, 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 okay? This is like it just blows my mind what the stock can do over and over again. And if you want to see something, how many reverse splits they've done, if I bring this back to, what's this? Well, I won't bring it back to 1990, but 1990, it was $310 stock. Now you're a $6 stock. Watch, I'll just bring this back to when the gold run started 20 years ago. Okay, no, okay, so here you go. The gold run, gold hit a low in 2002, I believe. We get in at 282.50. I think it hit 250. Coeur d'Alene was trading at $6.30 then, split. It goes all the way up to $76. This is all pre-split stuff, right? Comes back down. So that was in 2004. And by the way, what that really was, because I remember I had the stock, and we made big money on the stock, but I never got back in it again, because the stock was like something like 22 or 30 cents in 2001 or 2. We rode it to about, I don't know, a couple bucks. It wasn't, you know, maybe it was $4. No, it wasn't that much. It was like $2.70, something like that. It was like a 5-bagger. Bottom line, goes back down to 31 bucks in 2005. 2006, it gets up to $73 and then never looked back, all the way down. I mean, this is just a disaster. And bottom line is that, yeah, they take in revenue, but guess what? Their expenses are much more than their revenue. They take in right now $191 million. Don't touch it, folks. Stay right there. Come right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over to Weight Watchers. Now, Weight Watchers closed at $92.21. That right now is trading at 86.83. Let's see what they have to say. Okay, numbers go like this on Weight Watchers. The estimate had been 88 cents. They made $1.01, so they made their bottom line. Top line, estimate had been 411 million. They made 410. Bottom line is that they're whacking this thing pretty good for a small miss. Let's pull this back. So the low for the year is $40. The high is 105. Oprah Winfrey did quite a feat for herself when she jumped into this. This is more than a 10 bagger. It's a 20 bagger. So check this out. Oprah Winfrey became involved in this in September of 2015. Stock's at $6. You're at 92 right now. You're at 87 right now after this. Let me just see this. This is pretty amazing, actually. Yeah, she owns 8.1% of it. 5.4 million shares. This gets interesting. So, what you did have your highest. Well, you can't blame them for selling. It depends on when these people have got into it. Even with this downdraft to 87.99. Yeah, it's the last swing low. 87.69 is the last swing low. What a run this is. Man, oh, man. So let me just pull this back for a second. So we said 2015 was the number. Yeah, well, I guess, and this is where you have this. This is where it can come right to the bottom line. So 2015, they were doing 1.2 billion a year. That was the low point. 2016, they did 1.2 also. 2017, 1.3. It kicked in this year, 1.6. So what tends to happen there, of course, is that if we look at these numbers, that's when the number actually kicks in. We went from making 67 cents up to $2.92 because, of course, what ends up happening is that once you get your expenses paid, if you can kick in that extra number, in this particular case, they kicked in an additional 400 million in a year, that's when you can actually see the numbers go up exponentially, and that's exactly what you got with Weight Watchers. And Weight Watchers, let me just pull this back a little bit more. because what seems to happen, this is a real personality shock. This isn't the first time that this went exponentially topside. Let me pull this back. Yeah, okay. So you had Weight Watchers in 2009 was trading at $17. 2011, 86. And then it crashed at $3.98. Looked like it was never going to come back. You actually took out the swing highs of 2011. And I guess what? You took them out with volume. Pretty amazing. You did, on the monthly basis, 49 million versus 35. That is one big number. No two ways about that. That's an impressive number. Okay, so let's see what Zillow has to say. Zillow started buying and selling homes this year. Now it plans to write mortgages too. The home listing website operators acquiring Mortgage Lenders of America. That's a Kansas-based lender. Zillow said in a statement Monday the terms of the transactions weren't disclosed. Zillow has been building out a program which home sellers can upload information to their website and solicit an offer for their house. After Zillow buys a house, it makes any repairs and lists it on the open market, offering mortgages and intended to streamline the process for people who buy a Zillow-owned home. Now, there's no doubt, folks, what happens is that Zillow flat out is in the real estate business, wants to get in the transactional business, meaning buying and selling, listing homes. And this part of it right here is a monster, meaning the monster part of it is that having the mortgage lender basically not in your pocket, because they're still going to have to go along with the terms of the loans. But it is no doubt a lot easier, and I suspect that they will get some business. The intriguing part about this really, though, has to do with the aspect of the top line here is saying Zillow to buy mortgage lender to help its home flipping business. The home flipping business, folks, I would say right now is in Florida. It's not that it's non-existent. What happens in Florida right now is that the amount of foreclosures that are out there right now are almost nil. I was looking at these today, and you're going to remember, you know, we bought lots of houses in foreclosure the last 6 years. I was looking at them today, and you're talking about, if we go back 5 years ago, what would happen every day on the auction site, you'd have 50 to 100 houses. You know what's on there today, folks? 1, 2, 3. So on the home flipping business, depending where you are, that's not a business right now, because what has happened is that you have the amount of houses that basically are not underwater anymore. They have gone exponentially up. And of course, what ends up happening is that on a home flipping business, you got to get something that's in a decent deal, because you're going to put money into it. And every time that when you read about these, what you want to read through is that when they have articles about home flipping, even the Tampa Bay Times, New York Times, any of these, what they do, what a home flip specifically is, as to these firms of how they register a home flip, is that you have a house that gets sold twice within 1 year period, and it's a third-party transaction, so it's a way transaction. What happens is that what they don't know, let's say you bought a house at 150, you sold it at 200. What they don't know is that how much money you put into it. So sometimes they turn around and say, okay, this is the rate, you know, you just made this much money. Well, bottom line is that that's a gross rate. If we go take a look at Zillow right now, this is big though. There's no two ways about that. This is they're gonna do some business, because so Zillow right now is trading $58.15. You're kind of at highs. Yeah, it has volume up here though. You have volume up here. So Zillow right now is doing on revenue, they're doing $1.5 billion. Look at the growth here. This is pretty amazing, actually. They went from $325 million in 2014 to $1.5 billion this year. They're looking to go up to $2.1 billion next year. That is almost, that's an eightfold No, that's a sevenfold on gross revenue in 6 years. It's a big number. It's a very large number. And, you know, the real kicker inside, of course, the real estate business is going to be, what is that 10-year going to do? You know, bottom line, the 10-year still laying out here at the 2.94%. If we take a look at the Federal Reserve, the next meeting on September 26th, you have a 94% probability that the Federal Reserve is going to go up from, right now, we're at 1.75 to 2%. That's the short-term rate. They're expecting it will go from 2 to 2.25. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. Dow Industrials finished up 39, Nasdaq up 47, S&P's up 10.5. Come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
My dad, may he rest in peace, always had great advice, such as, if you want more, you have to become more. It's been a guiding light that has driven me to always be the best that I can be. When it came to trading and investing, I wanted more, and so I developed a set of disciplined tools that led me to become the #1 market timer for the S&P 500, according to Timer Digest. Dad went on to say, if you want more, you have to give more, which is why I took those same disciplined tools and created a black box that could look at any instrument for any time frame and tell subscribers and I whether it was bullish, bearish, where support or resistance was, and whether an instrument was forming a top or a bottom. The scans from my black box are now a part of the Mastering Probability service, which allows me to give more to subscribers. This coming Tuesday, August 7th, from 5 to 6 p.m., I'm holding an open house at TFNN.com, and I'd like to invite you to see the power of my black box. When it comes to trading and investing, I know I can help you become more too. Just go to the homepage of TFNN.com to sign up today.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go take a look at Alcoa. So Alcoa, folks, the low for Alcoa this year is $36. The high, $62. They have 14,600 employees. They... Revenue-wise, this is where they set up. Okay, this was on a spin-off, too. Let's see. I got to go apples to apples. So 2014, see, they took in $23 billion. Now they only take in $13, but they had already spun off a part of Alcoa. So this part here that we're just talking aluminum, you get the gist. That last year they took in $11.7 billion. They're looking for $13.4 this year. what has happened out here, if you take a look at this chart, you're going to see when they come up with their numbers, bottom line, 4 months, they went down from 62 to 42. They took a hit, and they took a hit in a big way. And what that's about is this is like an unintended consequence of the aluminum tariff. And so let's see what Alcoa is saying, because what Alcoa has done today is that they requested 5 separate waivers. So Alcoa, the American aluminum maker that supplies metal used in everything from Coca-Cola cans to Boeing 747s, seeking relief from the U.S. tariffs meant to help it. Alcoa filed 5 requests with the U.S. Commerce Department on Monday asking for waivers from the Trump administration's 10% tariff on imports of lightweight metal. 3 of the requests are for aluminum that it said was unavailable from U.S. producers, and 2 are for metal that can't be made in sufficient quantity domestically. The 1-year request covers 39,500 metric tons, with Alcoa's Canadian subsidiary listed as the source of the metal. Okay, I see what's going on. So it's up in Canada. The appeal comes less than 3 weeks after the Pittsburgh-based Alcoa said it was lowering its 2018 profit projection, in part because the tariff on cost material it makes mostly in Canada and ships to the U.S. Yeah, so bottom line is that I see what's going on here. We get Alcoa has some of their major plants in Canada. Here's their quote. We filed these requests to ensure that our Warwick facility can meet its commitments and better compete domestically and on an export basis, Tim Reyes, who president of Alcoa Aluminum, said in an emailed statement. Even if all the curtailed smelting activity in the States was back online and producing metal, the U.S. would still need to import the majority of its aluminum, mostly from Canada. The company said in its second quarter earnings report that it incurred $15 million in cost on materials shipped to the United States. Alcoa produces more aluminum in Canada than it does in the United States. So there you go. It's a U.S. company, but the bottom line is that, guess what? You're producing it up in Canada. The president said that Canada shouldn't be included in the import tariffs, which Trump signed in place this year under a seldom used Section 232 of the Trade Expansion Act that considers whether importation has implications for the national security. As of July 23rd, the Commerce Department had received more than 28,700 steel and aluminum exclusion requests and posted 1,150 total decisions. Well, bottom line is that that's 5%. They have a request for 28,700, and they only get answers of 1,150. We have 3 important and large smelters going up in the St. Lawrence River, and much of that material comes into the U.S. That's interesting. So they got 3 important. Yeah. So they have new smelters. Alcoa is really going to be in trouble. They have 3 new smelters that are going up in the St. Lawrence River. Everyone assumed, as we did, that there would be an exception in place for Canadian production. So that has not turned out to be the case, and it's pretty significant impact on us. So you can see when they're talking about they get 3 more smelters going up. What happens, folks, is that in Canada, and this is inside the energy business in general, meaning that the mining business, energy business, aluminum, folks, okay, this is what ends up happening with aluminum. The amount of energy and oil that it takes to make aluminum is huge. And I will show you something here. If we bring this back, I remember this so well because when aluminum was going through the roof, meaning the cost of aluminum, what you had is that you had Alcoa going down to the dumps. And the reason is that the cost of oil was going exponential. And so their largest cost in producing is energy. And you know, when oil basically took off topside, it didn't really matter how expensive aluminum became because of the fact that their expense ratio went up more dramatically than what they could actually get for the aluminum itself. And you know what you're going to see here, that's when Alcoa went from $100 and it went down to $11. That's when oil basically shot up to $143. Now, I can see flat out why Alcoa wants to be what they're doing is that they're doing those 3 smelters right next to the St. Johns River, St. Lawrence River, because what ends up happening in Canada, you get hydropower. And hydropower, bottom line, is a big deal up in Canada. When you get it and you're next to it, it's huge. You're taking down your expense ratio, and you're taking it down quite a bit. That being said, guess what? The way that Alcoa is trading right now, you get back inside the $39, we're at $42, that's going to set up much lower price. You know, right now, we did break topside. This broke topside August of 2017, and, you know, it stayed up here for a bit. So we'll see whether it can stay up at those levels. But you're going to, that's, we have plenty of unintended consequences from these taxes, because that, bottom line, it's a flat-out tax. That's all it is. It's a tax, and we're going to get nailed in it. You know, we're going out now about, what, 60 days. 60 days is nothing. We start talking about this 4 months from now, you're going to see we're all going to be paying a little bit more for this, a little bit more for that. On the Chinese steel, what you want to be aware of is that if you are buying appliances, if you're going to buy TVs, you're going to buy anything like that, and you think you're going to buy it in the next 3 months, go get it right now. Because the bottom line is that if those come into place, those ones you're going to pay, and you're going to pay pretty quickly. Yeah, it's only going to be $40, $50 an appliance, but bottom line, it's going to be done. But the thing that's ironic about that is that you had GE sell their appliance to a Chinese firm, and bottom line is that they also going to get hit. Let's see. Yeah, so you get, GE still has 5% of the appliance market. Those appliances, bottom line, even when GE had them, they were being made in China. Bottom line, they're all going to go up. They're all going to go up in price, because this bureaucracy, once you're in the bureaucracy, the tariffs are in the bureaucracy right now. It's already started. You try to turn around that Titanic, it's a big one. And when all's said and done, which I've said many times in the past, is that when a fight starts, bottom line, both sides get hurt. The bigger issue is that when a fight starts, people forget what's the fight about. Well, in this particular case, the bottom line is that you can say it's about 1 million different things. Guess what? That won't matter to your pocketbook and my pocketbook, because what's going to matter, every single day, people are either going to lose their jobs, you have communities that lose the cash flow, and you're going to have us paying more money for the same product that we had 3 months ago. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver-producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see right on the top of the carousel our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes. He is going to be doing a live webinar. Now, this is tomorrow night, folks, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. It's completely free. You can come over to our website at TFNN. What Steve's going to be talking about, he's going to be using mastering probabilities, black box signals to grow your wealth. It's a free event. All TFNN family, bottom line, no credit card. You get name, first name, last name, email. Check it out, folks. And if you can't make it live, don't forget that we have some great technology. You can have it on your page for an additional 30 days, so you can go take a look at it as many times as you want. It's tomorrow night, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. And, of course, don't forget, right here at TFNN, we started a new program this morning. It's the Morning Market Kickoff with our man, Mr. Jason Path. He's a great analyst. Bottom line, starts at 8:30 every trading day. So right now we're doing live programming Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Tuesday, Thursday, we go from 7 to 8, take a break, then 8 to 8:30, and Jason will kick us off. Market-wise out here, what you're looking at is that NDX 100 is up at highs, volume's contracting. NASDAQ Composite, you're up in highs, and it has volume. I expect the NASDAQ Composite will hit that high. Dow Industrials, you got it backing down. Russell 2000, also light volume. King Dollar tomorrow is going to go after that high out there. It's the 95,440 area. That's where it's basically the 95 area. Many times in the last 6 weeks, it's failed 5 separate times. Right now, it closed over it. You only have 15,000 contracts. You're going to need a lot more than 15,000. When you see the short volume that as you're going up into these levels, we're coming up into 40,000. It failed at 40,000. That was the day that Trump come out and start hammering the Federal Reserve chairman. Bottom line, we'll see what comes out tomorrow as it's going to go after that high. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Have a great night, safe night. We look forward to speaking right back here, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Wow! Go get them, folks.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, the Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.